Hello everyone, my name is Jay Pulliam and I currently can't see out of this eye right now. Yes, I only have one contact lens in right now because my prescription ran out and I don't feel like wearing my glasses. It's been that kind of couple weeks. So this video is going to be just a little bit different. A, because my DSLR battery is dead. 2, because I'm pretty sure my eye is wandering this whole time. And 3, because I'm not going to talk about college, I'm not going to talk about anything funny or anything that's happened to me recently, up until later really. I want to talk about a sort of touchy subject. I want to talk about gender equality. Many of you have probably already seen Emma Watson's speech to the UN about gender equality and just things like that and feminism, and I just wanted to give my little 2 cents on that. First of all, I love you, Emma. Secondly, I didn't know what feminism was, besides from what the media tells us, so I thought it was just a lot of women that hated men, and I thought it was just that. I didn't know it was okay to question gender roles. I didn't know that it was a thing just for, guys to do. I thought that was just something that, women and females do. First time I questioned gender roles or what society says is good for guys and girls to do was when I was 8 years old. I asked my parents to, I wanted to take dance lessons because I wanted to dance. I thought it was cool. And I was replied with, boys don't do that. I didn't understand why. If it was something that I personally enjoyed, if it was something that I liked, why was it bad? And then in 7th grade, my friend, she wanted to play basketball. Her parents told her no, and the coaches told her no because they didn't want her to get too muscly. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand why society tells us what guys and girls and what women and men can and can't do. You're a person, you have interests, you should be able to express those regardless of, your gender, or regardless of whatever people tell you. And I didn't understand that. I got older and then I saw guys weren't allowed to cry and guys weren't allowed to, you're expected to do sports, you're expected to, I'm not a sporty person, as you guys have probably already seen, and I didn't understand why it was so foreign for me to like to read and to like to do arts and to like to write and things like that. And I didn't understand why friends that I had that were girls were expected to shy away from sports and were expected to keep themselves at a certain weight and a certain height, and I didn't get why certain standards were placed on certain genders or certain sexes or whatever, and I still don't. Oh, text message. I didn't know what a quote-unquote feminist was, besides I thought it was just a female who hated men. And then I started researching and I started finding out things. I thought of my mom and I thought of my sister. I thought that if my family was in another country and my 10-year-old sister, if there's a very good chance she would have access to the education that she does, she wouldn't have access to all the things that she does just because she has the ability to bear a child. I don't understand why my mom today, she's a doctor, will make $450,000 less than a male who has the same amount of education and who does the same job. I don't understand that. I don't get why women are paid less than men. For the same job, for doing the same work. I don't get why we can't be equal. And I don't get why my talking about this as a male will mean more to someone than a female talking about this. I don't understand why we live in a society where men are placing rules and standards and laws on women's bodies. It's guys making rules against abortion and against sexual behaviors, and then when it involves a woman's body, I've never understood that. Personally, my belief is if it's your body, you should be able to do what you want with it, and that's just how I've thought. That's how I've always thought. People don't agree with that. If a guy goes around and has tons of sex, he is a stud. He's a go-getter. But if a girl does it, she is shamed by her friends and by society and by everyone else because she has sex. Things need to change, and they're not going to change on their own. It's men and women that have to change roles, how we see each other and how we treat each other. I'm pretty sure my eye has been wandering this entire time. It's time we stopped looking at gender as two completely different playing fields. I think we should all be on the same ground and held to the same standards as each other. Do I identify as a feminist? I know that I believe in equality. I believe that everyone should be equal regardless of sex or gender. I know that I believe that I would not want my mom or my sister or my aunts or my cousins or my grandma to endure some of the things that they have endured and that they would have to endure if they were not born where they are. And I realize that as a male, I can't understand a lot of things that women and girls have to go through, and I won't. But I care so much about other people, and I care what happens to other people. And if that identifies me as a feminist because I believe in equality for everyone, then okay, I'm completely fine with that. And I think it has become a really dirty word because it's associated with lots of negative connotations that come with it, and it shouldn't be. I think it should just be someone who believes in equality, and that's all it is. I completely do. I don't think certain standards should be placed on certain people just because you can have a baby or I can't. And I feel like that's a lot of what happened. I think it can change, and I think if we start appreciating people for who they are, and if we start not putting standards on other people, especially women and girls, then we can reach equality. We're not there yet by any means, but I think it's possible. If any of you follow me on Instagram, you saw the picture I posted just the other day. I'll put it up here. And I'm all for the He for She campaign, and I hope a lot of you are too. I'll put a link down in the down bar to Emma Watson's speech, and you can find more information from there. It is National Coffee Day. That's good. As usual, I'll put all of my social links in the down bar, and we can hang out. I really hope this eye hasn't been wandering this whole time. I really do, but it probably has. Yeah, I have been away for a couple weeks. College has been kind of crazy, getting lots of work done. Yeah, I'll be back. I will be back. So that's about it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.